Thank you very much. Welcome, everybody, for our monthly meeting. We'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. All right, we will move on first to an update of the agenda.
Got nothing.
Joel, anything?
Nothing.
Heather, Bill?
Nope.
Teresa?
No.
All set. Thank you very much. Public comment?
Hi, Bruce. How are you? How's that for public comment?
There you go. Nice to see you, bros.
Nice to see everybody.
Yeah.
Are you commenting tonight?
I'm saving it, Mike.
Okay.
Ready for the
I know
full
you guys-
package. Sweet, sweet. So nothing under public comment. We're all good, everyone?
All good.
Okay.
Thank you. Move on to the grand list extension request, please.
Do you want to talk to Joel? Just to
Sure.
tell him what you're.
There comes a time when the listers have to submit a draft grand list called an abstract, and that deadline is like tomorrow. So we were not going to be able to, no way that Melinda and I were going to be able to put that together in this time frame. So we need an extension, and you have the form to sign before you.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do that if we're not ready. And I know that you guys have been reading a lot of books, and it's taken a lot of time, Joel. So this is an exception that we can, or me and the rest of the select board. Yes, absolutely. If this is what we need, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, you've got somebody, there's
I'll make a
there for
motion
you.
to authorize the select board chair to sign the grand list extension request for a 30-day extension at the request of the board of listeners.
I'll second it.
All in
Fine.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Any idea, Joel, what we're looking for time before we might be able to,
30 days.
that's just 30 days? That has to be done?
No, they're asking for a
Just
Well,
an
I
extension.
think we'll be able to do it. We're spending a lot of time learning the software, and doing property transfer. Tax returns have to be submitted into the state program, and there's a lot of deed research we're doing. We're having a lot of fun.
Good. Well, good job. I know it was kind of sprung on you and had a lot of updates to do as far as reading it, right?
It's ridiculous. They tell
Yeah.
you right off that the district advisors say, just don't worry. It takes 3 years to learn how to do this. So
Yeah. Well, we
You got
Which-
30
which-
days.
Which
We-
is something that I will be pushing the select board that we should probably add to next year's town meeting is to eliminate the elected listers and make them appointed so that you're not trying to find people to get elected to a position that's going to take 3 years to learn in the first place.
as
It is a
long as we
position
have the
once you
people. Yeah.
once you get somebody who learns this system, you want to hold
Never
on
let
to
them go.
because we're,
Yes.
we're stuck with this. There's software that sort of sets the value once it has all the information of the property. And that software is, nobody knows very few people know how to use it, but the guy that we had hired to do our appraisal, that software came with him, and we're stuck with it for 6 years. And somebody's got to learn how to do it. It's just
Mhm.
got to know.
Okay. Well, we appreciate what you're doing, Joel and Melinda. That's great.
Thank you, Mike.
All
We'll do our
right.
best.
Anything else on that subject? If not, we'll move to project updates, please.
Yep. As you can see, they're working on the heating and air conditioning in town hall. The painting project is supposed to start about June 15th. We finished all the hot water heaters have been replaced in both the town garage and the railroad depot. The roof was fixed at the railroad depot. The 10-mile square bridge is slated for construction to begin in July. I just talked to the engineer on that, and I talked to FEMA today, and so that is all moving forward. And the only one that's outstanding that we haven't made a lot of progress with is the park project. And I did hear from the engineer, one of the engineers on that project. He's supposed to have me the final plans this week, but I'm getting a little annoyed with them right now because it's getting late. You know, this has to go to bid yet, and I need them to get it done between July 4th and Labor Day. So we'll see how that goes. I have contingency plans if they're not done by Labor Day. We can move concerts and stuff to different parts of the park, but not really my ideal. What I would like to do. So more to come on that.
Do we know how long the bridge will take to complete?
It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be the beginning of September, end of August, 1st of September.
I only ask because they've been working on the bridge out in the Conti forever, and that's slated for end of summer. And I'm like, man, how long is this little bridge gonna take?
Yeah, no, ours is pretty straightforward. They've gotten everything. We got our
little bridge
stream alteration permit and all of that. It's all in place. They're basically just waiting. They have to wait. They can only do it during a certain time period, and they're allowed to start. So that's what they're waiting for right now.
Perfect.
Okay, well, thank you, Mike, for the projects that you're taking care of here. I think everything's going well also, as I've seen what's going on through the building also. So good job there.
I have not heard any complaints. Oh, well, I should tell you, we are going to be it's going to be paid for under the MERP project too, but we are going to have to do a pretty major electrical upgrade to the building. We don't have the capacity for all of those heat pump units. And so, we're looking at somewhere in a $40,000 to $50,000 price range, but it will be covered by the grant as part of the project work. So it's nice. It kind of cuts off some additional work I was going to try and do on lighting, but my plan is that wherever we get done with the electric in town hall, the balance of that we'll use to try and upgrade the lighting in the library, because the library is the place that really has the most non-LED lighting and needs updating. So and I've got a bid for that already from Drew, who does all of our electrical work in town, and he's working with Vermont Electric Co-op because we had to pay an engineering fee, which is also reimbursed. Everything with that project is reimbursable. So, and we did get our first reimbursement. We pulled down half that grant money because we gave 50% deposit on all the heating and air conditioning units. So that was pretty cool. It was $200,000 outlay with a $200,000 reimbursement within 7 days. So it was pretty good.
That's got to be a record.
That's a record.
Yeah,
It was when Teresa told me it came in already, I was like, damn, that's good.
I hope everything else runs as smooth.
Don't say it out loud or it'll hear it and
It's
run
got to
away.
slow down because I just heard from the MERP people that we have the next 2 weeks is our last chance to put in invoices, and then there's a stoppage until end of July because they're switching fiscal years. So that will probably be all of our grants that are state-based will be like that. So I'm guessing any of our reimbursement stuff from.
Is there anything that we really need to push for before that time, Mike? Or are we all good?
I don't think so. We are I forgot, I should tell you, you're not water board, but wastewater treatment plant project. We have reached the $2.145 million for the loan on that. And I was working last week with the bond bank on that because that's a whole nother procedure we have to go through to close that loan so that we can access the USDA grant money. So there's a possibility you'll have documents that you'll have to be signing in the near future. Actually, only you, Mike, they told me, you're the only one who needs to sign for a $2 million loan. So I was like, he'll love that.
Thank God I'm 74. I don't have to live to worry about it too much. But that's fine, Mike. Well, good.
Wait, if it's a 30-year loan?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
So if he's the only one that signs it in 30 years, if he's no longer here, do you keep paying for it?
Take it out of the estate.
Should I ask him? Can we buy life insurance on that loan?
Joel, help me out here, buddy.
I was saying, in that case, we need to find somebody more senior to sign it.
Yeah, I mean, can you buy insurance for that?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I'm like,
That's what I'm
should we
saying.
look at insurance?
Oh,
Hey,
Mike, but
this
I
could
wouldn't
work
want
out.
insurance on it. That would be a
Let's,
bounty on your
let's
head.
hope this is taken care of before this all happens. We don't have to go through that. That's great,
He
Mike.
doesn't
Well,
cross the street anymore because he's worried somebody will come running after him.
yeah. Well, thank you, but no, thank you. All right, great. Anything else, Mike? You need to
God,
add?
no, I
or-
think that's all of them. I forgot about
Pretty good.
wastewater.
Well,
That
we
was-
want to thank you for that, the updates. Anybody else? Anything? We're all good with project updates? If not so, we'll move on to burn ordinance, please.
That's you guys. That's not me.
Yep.
The burn ordinance, I looked over it, Joel looked over it, and it still comes back to the same issue, which is how do you enforce it? You can write all the policies in the world that you want, but without an ability to enforce it, it's pointless. And it's almost like not having one. So the sheriff's department is not really going to be the one to enforce that. We don't have interest from our fire department or our fire warden to enforce it. Now, what I did is I went ahead and I spoke with our town health officer, and I asked her, because she actually does get complaints because burning garbage is a health offense. I asked her if she would be interested in helping enforce that if we were to go the route of the sample policies that are in there, which outline penalties, escalation, and that process. And she said she would, because it is, and she does get a lot of calls because it is burning garbage is a health issue. So to do that, there's a whole process to get the person to where they can actually issue penalties. And that includes a small educational portion, as well as getting them the ticket book and a ticket number. So before I go any further on that and give her the stuff to do that, and I need to know if that's what we want to go with, because rewriting a policy does nothing without a process to enforce it and a person to enforce it.
And how is she going to go about enforcing it?
So if you look at the example policies, page 3 or 4 of the one from the town that starts with an O, you'll see that the first violation is a written warning, a demand to cease burn. The second offense is a $100 fine. Third offense, $250 fine.
Oh, it's on.
Fourth offense and subsequent offenses are $500 each. Now,
yes. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's in its
Yeah, I know, but
packet.
I thought it was in this.
No, it's in
Thank you
there.
so much.
The other answer to your question, Mike, is that she has a ticket book.
She has a ticket book.
This is a civil ordinance, not a criminal ordinance, and the Judicial
Yes.
Bureau sort of runs it, and she gets a ticket book and hands them out.
Right, because
Like
right
we do with
now,
dogs.
it doesn't say it's the same process as the dogs and that
Right.
process. Right now, all she can do as a health officer when she gets those calls is to go and say, "Hi, can you put out your fire?" That's all the authority that she has. So in order to give more authority, and it being a civil matter, in order to have somebody, we have to have somebody that's willing to do that for us and has gone through the process. We can't just willy-nilly. Nobody else. It's got to be somebody that we get to do it.
Is our burn ordinance to the point where this is actually a crucial thing? I mean, how far out of town do we go before we start spotting people that are outside the village? I understand within the village here, nobody needs to hear anybody stink or whatever, but
Nobody should be burning garbage anywhere.
well, who's
True.
gonna, yeah.
It is
And-
against Vermont law to burn garbage.
Yeah.
But it is a civil offense. And if that's our goal, we enforce it townwide. Nobody should be burning garbage anywhere in town. Whether it's in a barrel, in a bucket, in a fire pit, you should not be burning garbage.
And there are no
don't-
village limits. There's no
Yeah.
boundary
I
line.
just don't
There's
see
all
how
the
you
town.
can control that. If somebody's burning a piece of cardboard, I don't know how you're gonna control that. I really don't. And my problem is, how serious is this? I'm really upset that Walt or our fire, chief won't take advantage, because normally if this was out of hand and we got to the point, we'd take the fire truck there and distinguish it and then charge them as such. But I didn't realize that we
We
had
don't
such
charge,
problems.
we don't have the ability to charge them.
Yeah. You get charged for an ambulance call, you get charged for a fire call.
We don't get
It isn't-
charged for, you want to charge for a fire call. If they go and put out a fire,
mean-
then somebody, how are we collecting that? We have no authority to build
Yeah,
them.
well,
We have to remember and think about why we even started addressing the burn policy. And that was because both Rick Hannix and the sheriff's department came to us and asked us to revise and give some meat to our policy. Giving meat to our policy is not adding the word burn barrel to a policy. It's actually giving an enforcement step. So the question is, are we wasting our time, or are we actually going to do something? Because without giving some way and someone to enforce it, a policy is useless.
I think that if also some tickets were issued, that people might get the message, and then we
Mhm.
wouldn't have, it wouldn't be like it's every year we're going to have 20 people, like, they get the message, they'll stop doing it.
Every year we have complaints.
So, all right, so that's what we're gonna have to
And-
do. We're gonna have to wait for a complaint.
Well, the complaints go nowhere if we don't have an escalation and a fine process in our policy. You have to have
Do we-
the action in before the incident occurs in order to address the
Exactly.
issue.
I read through a couple of things here where the burn policy kicks in. I know around the lake, there's fire pits all around the lake.
It's very clear in our policy as well as the example policies and the VLCT policy that fires that are contained in there burning wood, and they define what wood is.
Yep.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the people that are burning couches, burning household garbage.
Absolutely.
So I mean, and that's what you have to proceed.
But is
with.
this actually defined? Is this actually where this is sitting right now? I mean, I read down through there, and but it doesn't tell you the do's, the don'ts. It's just
Natural wood means any of the following, provided that such material has not been treated or injected with preservatives, paint, or oil.
I read.
Trees, brush, including logs, boles, trunks, branches, limbs, roots, stumps, lumber, timber, logs, dimensional lumber, slab dress for use, pallets, skids. It defines
It's-
what wood is. It defines what you are not allowed to burn.
It's the same stuff we can take at the stump dump, basically.
Yeah.
Only untreated wood. That's all that can be burned is untreated wood.
Actually, our
And that's
policy
our
already
third.
has all of this in it.
Exactly. It
The
has
only-
it. That-
Oh, yeah.
You don't even need to change the policy. You just need to appoint the person that's going to enforce it. Because
right,
we have
that's
the end of our policy
right.
states that you can appoint, the select board just chooses who is the enforcement official. So you just haven't made that choice.
So that's what we need in order to move forward and have an enforceable, like we have a policy. We don't have a method of enforcement. We have to put in place a method of enforcement.
I'm just concerned because I know that the sheriff's department or maybe the chief doesn't want anything to do with it. So what happens after this? How legal does it get to where it really puts the town in a position?
It's just like the dogs. So your dog gets loose, there's a fine process for your dog.
Yeah.
And we
It's just a
appoint the
ticket. It
dog
goes to the judicial
catcher.
bureau.
We give that responsibility to our animal control officer. This would be us naming the person who we wish to have the responsibility of issuing the tickets. To me, the logical, because the burning garbage is the health officer would be logical. If you have somebody else who would be willing to do that and go through that training and get the ticket book, we could appoint them. We just need to know who it is.
Bill, any input on this? You drew up most of the plan, didn't you?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not in favor of her controlling it. Okay,
So your issue is her.
huh?
Your issue is having our town health officer.
Having controlling it, yes. Okay. That's for one thing. But number two, okay, that only gives that person authority to control the burn ordinance. We need
It's to enforce
Hold on,
the
let's
burn
let
ordinance.
one
Yeah,
person
but-
talk at a time, please. So let's don't.
Well,
ahead.
enforce or control it, whatever word you want to use, okay? We have other ordinances in this town that needs to be addressed, and we need somebody that can enforce them too. So we need somebody that, more or less like we used to have years ago, was a constable that can enforce all the ordinances, not just one or two. My opinion.
We eliminated the constable, right?
No,
Or we have one, but they were not to do,
we're actually supposed to appoint one every day after town meeting. It's one of those offices the select board's supposed to appoint.
Actually, I
just
don't think it's required
There's
anymore.
nobody ever been interested in it.
Right, and I don't think
It may
we
not be
did because it's
required.
not required anymore, I don't think.
So why don't we come up with somebody who can actually be the person who,
Do it all.
it does not, our policy means nothing if it's not enforceable.
I agree with you.
And I don't know which policies you're looking at for that don't have somebody that can enforce. But the most of them, I believe, are currently enforced like by a combination of the sheriff's department.
None of our
If at
town
all.
ordinances.
I would think if the sheriff's department gives a ticket to a snowmobile, for instance, in our snowmobile ordinance, that's probably given under state traffic laws rather than our ordinance. I would guess that's the case, and the same with ATVs. But I would agree with Bill. You should have somebody that enforces all these, but one step at a time. I don't think it's any reason to not name her the health officer to this position. It's not like she's going to be going around. I don't think this happens a lot. I think we have 4 or 5 people who do that when somebody smells something and calls her, she goes out. It's not like she's going to be,
And she goes
inspecting
out
people's
today.
houses.
She goes out today and says, "Hey, can you stop burning?" Because that's the limit
Right.
of her authority.
Well, with a warning at first, yeah, but then she has authority to issue that ticket
If we gave it to her.
after the warning, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you gave it to her.
And
right.
that's
Well,
exactly
I mean,
it.
if-
You get
if
a warning first.
If
It's
you
not like
name
you're
her
walking
as
in the first
enforcing-
time and seeing somebody and issuing them a fine the first time. You have that step process of there's a warning.
So
If you do it again, then you get your ticket.
So Joel, this was new to me. I didn't realize even after town meeting day that we were obligated to go look for a constable.
You're not anymore. That's why I didn't bring it up. It's not required. It used to be required. It's not required now. It's still an office though that we can fill, but
Yeah.
we're not required to fill it anymore.
My concern is like, and I'm listening to what Bill's saying also. If you had that would mean that he could take over the dog catchers penalties and all this. We could
We
put
have a dog catcher that already
I
has
know,
that
but
authority.
if Bruce is doing that, right? But an officer, a constable, would take that role along with the fire permits and everything else. You would
No,
take
the
all this
forest
within
fire
itself.
warden does the fire warden does the fire permits.
Yes.
The dogs do the dogs.
I'm talking about
They're-
violations.
And so do the people at that level. Like Bruce issues the ticket when he has your dog. He's not going to wait until he calls in another person. You need to have somebody who can do that all at once.
And the problem with the constable would be nice, but you have the same issue. Do you have anybody who's willing to do that right now? No.
Correct.
Here you've
Yeah,
got
I
a
hear you.
warrant body
We-
You've got,
ready
We
to
never even
enforce
advertise
an
it, Joe,
existing
so we
ordinance.
don't know.
but here we have somebody that can do this, and there's nothing that says you can't revoke that later on when we get a constable. You can make this effective once she completes her training, and there are legal steps they have to go to. Just so you can't just walk in willy-nilly and write a ticket. You have to follow legal processes. If your ticket's not filled out correctly, the ticket is not valid. It's not like the Wild West and we're issuing tickets to everybody. So I mean, I am perfectly fine with proceeding to go ahead and find a constable to do that. But in the meantime, we're already into the season where we started getting complaints next year. We have an opportunity right now to resolve this. So I am going to go ahead and make a motion to appoint our town health officer to the role to enforce the current burn policy as written.
Motion's been made. Do we have a second?
In order to vote on it, you have to have a second. A second is not stating you are in favor of it.
We don't have a second into the motion.
Robert's
Motion,
rules, small boards don't really need a second. Like Heather just said, a second doesn't mean that you're in favor of it. Just gets it on the table for a vote.
then so be it. Then let's vote on it. That's what we have to
Sure.
do. There's no second to the motion, correct? You just need to vote. All right, apparently we have one in favor, Bill's against.
Why don't we vote?
All right, let's bring it to a vote. Do I need a motion to vote or we just vote, Mike?
You
Just
have
vote.
one.
Okay, let's take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Against?
Aye.
Aye. Until we find out that she's legally binded to do this work, as she just said, she's still in training, looking
She
to.
can't-
Hold on, no.
She can't.
This
she
was to
can't do
allow
that
her to
until
start
you
the
appoint
training.
her. She
She
can't
can't
start
s-
the training until you appoint her.
Okay, okay.
Weren't there two
Uh,
ayes? I just heard two ayes. Billy voted aye.
No, he didn't.
No, I did not.
Oh, he didn't. I thought
No.
he said
No.
aye.
No.
No. We're gonna let this
We're gonna let this
dog
stagnate.
lie. for
We'll
now.
table it.
No, it's been denied. It has not been tabled. It was
Okay.
denied.
Denied at this point. Any more questions about this? Anybody want any more input on this?
I went with-
The only thing I
Oh.
would tell you, you're going to have to figure out something because you're going to get a gazillion complaints. I mean,
Correct.
it's going to be, and this, I don't know who we haven't had a
And now-
constable in years.
Say, and
Nobody
now we're
wants to do
looking at
it.
90 days of training.
And my other question is how much you paying a constable? Because they're not going to do it for
Mhm.
free.
And it's
You
not
have
in the
no money
budget.
in your budget for it. So just know that.
Yeah. Until I find out some more, what this
Oh,
would
so
end up.
I just want to make sure I understood that correctly. You have to find them?
No, I said until I understand more about this because I don't need the town to be getting sued by somebody if we make a political or a professional mistake. And then there's no training going on. I'm not going to just take the chance of 90 days till we find out ourselves what's going on. Anyways, it's done. We voted and it's tabled. Not tabled, it just hasn't been passed. So we're going to move on if we can. We're going to move on to pay orders, please.
Nope. Your
Move over, wait,
personnel,
Personnel.
personnel first.
Excuse
personnel
me,
policy.
I apologize. I apologize. Personnel policy.
You skipped me.
Sorry, Mike.
I don't know if you guys want to just go ahead and approve this tonight. So VLCT does not review personnel policies. They said they don't do that anymore. So they sent me a contact for an attorney where I can pay them to review it. Well, I don't think we made any changes to our personnel policy that are really going to put us at risk for anything. So I don't know that I want to waste our attorney fees to have this reviewed for, the couple changes we actually made were adding the additional step in the vacation time and allowing people to take 2 days of personal leave on the sick time were the only two material changes made to it. Everything else was mostly updates and bringing us into state statute.
We did clarify, because I haven't gone line by line. We did clarify the bereavement pay, correct?
We did, but you know what? I had to have that updated today because that is mandated now by the state of Vermont.
I was going to say, I was just going to say, is that in compliance with
It is.
today's, because
It
it
is.
just became,
It is up to date with the latest of Vermont's changes to the Family Medical Leave Act and All of our discrimination policy includes all 800 different categories of people we can't discriminate against because we only had, 12, not like 18 of them. And so I mean, I feel confident that there's, the worst case is we left something out, not that we put something in that's going to get us in any trouble.
So, Mike, I just want to make sure that if this gets adopted, each employee gets a copy of it.
Yeah.
And we keep records that they all received them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We will. Yes. So if you guys are okay, I mean, if you guys want to approve it tonight, you can, then we can be done with it. What I talked to Teresa about is if you guys adopt it tonight, we'll make it effective as of July 1 so that it lines up with the changes in the union contract, because that's when their changes go into effect. And that's kind of the impetus to updating this, was to make sure that the benefits were similar between the two.
Not, yeah, like you said, Mike, not a lot has changed until we had to deal with the
It was a good thing for us to get it updated because
Yeah.
we were pretty far out of compliance with the Family Medical Leave Act. I mean, it's not like for us, we would approve it anyway. So it's not like we would ever have gotten in trouble for it, but our language was not good. And we had some other language in there that was contradictory, which actually the little Microsoft AI agent found and said, this paragraph doesn't make sense because it contradicts itself. And I was like, oh, well, thank you for
I
that.
don't have 50 employees, so the MLA doesn't cover it.
Well, I will make a motion that we accept the personnel policy update June 3rd as written.
motion's been made. Can you get a second?
I have to recuse myself from this as a town employee.
Oh, that's right. She does.
So you,
Then I'll second the motion, let it be passed. And like I said, I know you put a lot of work into this policy. We're finally got it on the table, so hopefully it works for everybody, but it sounds like it's pretty well written up as of today. So good work on that. We appreciate that.
I
was happy
skimmed through
with
it and I was satisfied with it.
Yeah, I think we all did a good job on that, okay?
It's one of
And
those things we have to remember that we probably need to keep a better eye on keep making sure it stays updated. Because some of the
Probably a
changes
little.
that were in there were about 4 years old, because it's been, I think, 5 or 6 years since we updated this. So I'll try and keep
We
an
do
eye
need
on
to
it
have
every
a
year
vote
when the
on it still, though?
legislature's stuff. What was that again?
vote,
You still do need a vote on it. Just
Yeah.
can't leave it to the motion in a second.
I didn't know it was second. Okay, so the motion's been made, accept the personnel policy. All in favor? And I second it, and motion's been passed.
Can you just put the recuse?
I did.
Thank you.
All right, we good with that, Mike? All
Yes,
good?
we are.
All right, everybody, Teresa, do we have any overweight permits?
One.
May I get a motion for the overweight permit, please?
This I can participate in. I'll make a motion to sign and approve the overweight permit.
And I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Thank you, Teresa.
You're so welcome.
Can I get a pay order?
Can you get a pay order? You want the big one, the small one?
Do we have to?
That only takes two, right? Some things apparently $2 million only takes one.
Thank you.
Well, that's FEMA
I'll
told me
see
that.
you
or,
all later. I'm gonna-
USDA told me that.
I'll see you
What's
guys
that,
later. I'm
Joel?
gonna take off. Have a good night.
Thank you
Night.
for your input. We appreciate everything you're doing. Good job with your work. Appreciate it.
You too,
Give
Mike.
that 30 days, give you something to think about.
Well, it is the source of all the town's money, so it's kind of important.
Appreciate everything you're doing, Joel.
You too,
Good
Mike.
night.
Take care.
Okay, we'll move on to, if we're done with the pay orders, please.
Yep, you're looking.
Bill, they're already looking at them. Good.
Pretty good price tags.
Hmm?
Some pretty good prices
On what?
on. They had out.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Did you look at that? Did you sign it?
The small one.
You did, okay.
I signed it.
I just wanted to.
Are they getting a little thicker these days, Teresa?
Well, no, just the one that Heather has a little bit bigger than what that one has. The voicing's been much.
But everything is good, Teresa? Everything's up? That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, sorry.
I could have gone back to her.
Sorry.
Two copies of the same one.
That's what I was thinking.
I got a stupid question. Can we move other business up before executive or not?
Well, there won't be any other business, so.
Well, I got a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you can.
I mean, I just wonder if that's suitable for everybody, so I don't have to. It's very simple stuff. Just had a few people asking me some questions. That's all. I didn't know if that's just something. I just don't want to come out of executive, Mike, and then go through this.
No, that's
Up
fine.
here.
That's fine.
It's okay.
That's fine.
Okay, then I'll take
can
it
always
up
rearrange
probably
the
after
agenda.
we approve the minutes. Okay, thank you. And I'm gonna just take the faith of my pants here. This on. Thank you, Teresa.
You're welcome.
Okay. Pay orders are complete. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting, please.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes of the previous meeting as written.
I'll second.
Seconded, motion been made and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you very much. And the only other business, Mike, that I kind of really quick like, and I probably didn't look at the budget, but I was questioned about the Pleasant Street where they put the new culvert in. Do you have any idea when that might be getting paved? And
Shortly, they got one quote. They're waiting on a second quote. Because I got the first quote the other day.
My answer to the people was that we just don't go hire somebody to do such a little piece here to just fix that. But Mike, do we have any paving projects going on this year?
I don't know that I haven't talked with Nick if he wants to do one yet. You know, we kind of have to save for a couple of years to make that worthwhile because we only put $15,000 a year away in the budget. So we should be coming up to something because I know we need to do the one up there by the Catholic Church.
Yeah, and
That
all
needs to be the next one.
the street is bad from Reno's back. But the story we've had there for many years was that we were going to replace that water line, that particular. Up around where I am, the street's good, but from there to the stop sign, the trucks are really, and you'll, next time you're around, just take a look. And that's why I was wondering if we had any pavement projects going on. So anyways, that's all I basically had for that, Mike.
And the Pleasant Street one falls underneath the water budget, I believe, because that was a water related.
That's different
Cut,
than
so
town paving. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's water budget. Yeah, but I work with them too, and so I got the first quote from the one of the bids that Zach had gotten. It came to me, and I said, "Oh, do you need me to sign this?" He goes, "Hell no, we're waiting for another one." So we're waiting for the other one.
What kind of time period are we looking? Could you give me?
I would assume
you have no idea, Mike.
We'll probably find out at the next water board meeting.
Okay. Then then I'll ask a question next one of our meetings or whatever. It's just there's a few people asking, and I know.
And what people need to understand is, yes, because it got dug up. I know you want it fixed yesterday, but we
Yeah.
have to wait our turn. You
And
know,
they
it's
are
a
keeping-
small job.
They are keeping an eye on it and they are packing it
Yes,
as
they-
they need to.
And that's a hard thing to do. I understand that.
It
It's
was
just
only
when somebody
fixed a
asked me,
week ago.
I just, my answer was, we just don't go fixing that because it's a lot of money to just do a little project like that. So I'll let
They
you
are
know when I
doing,
find
I
out.
think there's three, they have three little
There's
projects on
three-
their
Yeah.
list.
Okay,
I say there's 3 hydrants that are being replaced that may result in that same
the
sort.
same, and that's probably what they want to do, just wait till they'll
Which
do it
which
all.
is a which is a big perk for the town. You know, the water board has done a really good job with our water employees about, you know, the town for years put money in the budget every year for fire hydrant replacement, but they never did it. And so we have a gazillion really old fire hydrants that need to be replaced. So, you know, we're slowly working we'll get, I think, 2 to 3 a year we can replace with what we put in the budget. So
Fine.
that's what they're working on now.
Good,
is-
good.
is to
That's
actually do
nice
that.
to know. I can respond to it. Mike, one last thing, and then I'm gonna ask you. And we're definitely not gonna do this tonight. Are we ever gonna discuss H2O?
That's a
Um,
water board.
That's
That's the select board too, correct?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. Well,
I just not, I don't want to bring up those things now. I just want, is that something that we're gonna talk
Yes.
about at some point?
yes.
Perfect. We'll let that go too then. It's just I was refreshing your memory. Okay,
Yes.
thank you very much. I don't know if I like that grin or not, but anyways, that's what's gonna happen there. All right, well, I'm done then with the other business. And if that's, you all set, Mike? All good?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm ready for the executive session.
Okay, I need a motion to go into executive session, please.
Do you want to read the whole thing, Heather?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to go into to enter into executive session or discuss legal matters regarding the town contracts under the provision of Title I, Section 313 of the Vermont statutes, finding that premature public knowledge would substantially disadvantage the town.
I'll second it.
Motion's been made, second, all in favor? Aye,
I
thank you. Motion's passed. We'll go to executive. Okay, I'm looking for a motion to exit executive session, please.
I'll make a motion. We exit executive session.
I'll second.
Motion made, second, all in favor?
I
Aye, motion's passed. And looking for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
6:32. Thank you.
There you go. Motion's been made, looking for a second to adjourn.
Second.
Motion's been made, second, all in favor?
I
Motion has been passed. We're adjourned.
have questions for you, Mike, related to the rec stuff that's going on.
Okay.